Okay, so anyhow, yep, here I am stuck on this. Seems like I'm stuck on this topic, not by choice. Just so happens to be shoved in my face. So since it's being shoved in my face, I thought I should shove it back in your face. Why would I do such a thing like that? Well, because most people out here, unfortunately, as sad as it is to say, are ignorant, blitz, docile, don't get it. You know, when they can report what they're doing to you before they do it, as they do it, and do it to you, and you don't get it. That's really what's going on here, okay? So, weather warfare, military industrial complex, government, military, using weather warfare against their own people in their own country, right under your nose, in your face, and you just don't get it, right? So, here we are today, cloudy, tomorrow snow, right? Pay attention to the temperatures. See, we're below freezing. Freezing is at 32 degrees. To have mixed rain and snow, you have to be hovering at 32 to no less than 28. Okay, and no more than 28 degrees as far as your high to have that happen. Yeah, that's 4 to 5 degrees. Okay, freezing starts at 32 degrees. This is when freezing starts and water turns over to snow. So you don't want to go more than 5 degrees below 32. Anything past 5 degrees below 32 would never, ever, ever be mixed precipitation. You could never have rain and water mixed together at them temperatures that are below 28 degrees. Okay? I'm doing this for a reason because I'm going to show you something here. Okay, so I'm showing you this here report. Okay, the skies will be cloudy. The high will be 22, temperatures below freezing. That's right, below freezing. They're telling you the truth here. Okay, expect to wake up to snow. The low will be 12. That's right. Temperatures below freezing. That's right. So I showed you that, and then we're going to jump over here. Okay, and we're going to look once again. Snow events, okay? Now, we got a winter weather advisory remains in. Let's click on that, okay? Let's go ahead and click on that. Now let's look. This is from your National Weather Service, okay? Winter weather advisory is in effect from 6 p.m. Central Standard Time, that's today, Wednesday, until Thursday, 6 p.m. Central Standard Time, okay? Source, U.S. National Weather Service. Okay, remember the source who put this report together is the U.S. National Weather Service, right? Winter weather advisory remains in effect from 6 p.m. this evening to 6 p.m. Central Standard Time Thursday, which we just said, right? Okay, what? Mixed precipitation expected. The first flaw. The very first flaw. I'm going to show you this right now. This is them telling you in your face that military industrial complex government, while they're busy scaring you with the government shutdown and they're busy with all of their fakery and their propaganda and their lies, keeping your minds focused somewhere else so that you're not paying attention. This is one of the things they're doing behind your back. And they're making a mockery out of you. They really are. They're making a mockery out of you, the people, the public. They're turning you into complete fools. They're seeing what they can get by with. And they're getting by with it too, ain't they? That's right. You know, the other day I told you about when I'd taken my son to work and dropped him off, and on the way home, how we were supposed to be having mixed precipitation, right? Just like they're reporting here. But it was 15 degrees outside on the computer and 16 degrees according to my car outside. Well below freezing. More than 28 below, more than 28 degrees below. I mean, we're talking 16 degrees. So basically 16 is 16, 32. So we're 16 degrees below the 32 mark, okay? So there you are. We should never have precipitation. Never, ever, ever. It should be snow, period. There should never be no such thing as mixed with them temperatures. Okay? Like right now in Howard Lake, it's 9 degrees. Okay? That's right now. Okay? But the most important part that you want to remember is they're reporting that we're going to have mixed precipitation, a total accumulations of 4 to 6 inches, and ice accumulation of around a tenth of an inch expected. Why would there be ice? Why would there be ice? No. If we snowed and then it started, we warmed up enough for it to just start melting, and then we froze, the temperatures dropped again, then you would have ice from the snow that was melting that turned back into ice, because now it's not going to form into snow. It's liquid on the ground, so it's going to go over to ice. But what did I tell you what happened on the way home the other day? Clear as is in your face. Nice, clear, clean water falling from the sky onto my window at 16 degrees according to my car outside. Not possible. Impossible. Without man help. See, what they've done right here is they've literally, the National Weather Service, who is in bed with the elite, in bed with the government, in bed with corporations, in bed with the military-industrial complex, who are completely evil. They're making a mockery of the public, and they're telling you what they're doing to you as they're doing it, and planning on doing it as they're doing it. And the majority of you won't even get it. You'll think this is perfectly normal. No, this is not perfectly normal. So let's back up one. Okay? Let's look at our degrees. Now let's look at our degrees for tomorrow. Okay, today, Thursday, tomorrow, a high of 17 degrees. Do you follow what I'm telling you? We're going to have a high of 17 degrees. This storm is supposed to start today. Okay, snow late this afternoon. What's our high today? 21 degrees. We're still below the 28, ain't we? That's right. So we're still, 32 is when freezing starts to happen. You're not going to get it. When you have mixed precipitation, mixed rain and snow, the temperatures are always going to be hovering right around 32 to 30 degrees. You'll very seldom see it ever happening lower than that, and you could never go any more than 5 degrees below the 32 degree mark and have rain. Never, ever. It would always be snow. Snow only. This is why I wanted to show you this. So they're clearly reporting tomorrow's high as 17 degrees. Late this afternoon, when it's still only 21 degrees, okay, and with a low of 15 degrees tonight, they're reporting what? They're reporting mixed precipitation. Expect a total accumulation of 4 to 6 inches of snow and ice accumulations around 1/10 of an inch. That means they're going to tell you that there's going to be rain. There's going to be liquid water that didn't turn over to snow in this forecast. With the temperatures being what? You see this? It's not possible. There's only one way this can happen. With man-made weather. With help from the military-industrial complex. These storms are totally being created. This is not natural weather caused by Mother Nature with no man help. Natural weather caused by Mother Nature with Mother Nature with no man interference whatsoever, you could never have this right here. Mixed precipitation, mixed. Rain and water, rain and snow, mixed at these temperatures. It's impossible. It's just right out impossible. It's against the laws of nature. It don't happen that way. Otherwise, you wouldn't have things like this. Right here. We're going to go down. Okay? Will be 9. Temperatures below freezing. Remember, freezing is 32 degrees. You don't believe me? Go look it up yourself. You know, I've been driving for a lot of years. For a long time now. I've got 40 years, if not a little more than 40 years of driving behind me. I have drove through snowstorm after snowstorm after snowstorm. I've drove in blizzard conditions. I've drove the worst I've ever drove in right as I got off of I-25 leaving out of Colorado. That's right. They shut 25 down because of the road conditions and because of the snow that was coming down. And now I'm on Interstate 80. As I got off Interstate 80, within a half an hour from the time I exited Interstate 80, they literally shut Interstate 80 down. That's how bad the weather was. The snow was coming down hard. The wind was blowing hard. It was whiteout conditions. My heater's running in the car. The snow's melting off the window, and your windshield wipers are running, wiping it off. Semi come blind by you. Throw the snow and the sand and salt up on your window. You hit your windshield washer fluid, you wash it off the windows, and you continue to go. Never once did you have any icing on the window as long as that heat was blowing on the window. For year after year after year after year after year, this is the way it's been my whole life. Now suddenly out of nowhere, with temperatures well below freezing, we're having mixed precipitation. Mixed. That's right. 1/10 of an inch of ice expected. So it'd be like with the snow yesterday, as it was snowing. As you got your speed down in town, the snow accumulated on your window. It melted and then turned to ice. With the heater wide open, blowing as hard as it can, piping hot air hitting that window, and even at the very bottom of the windshield, it formed a solid, fucking thick sheet of ice that you had trouble scraping off because it was so thick, like you were just out of an ice storm. This don't happen. I'm sorry. I've drove in ice storms, and that's the time never to drive. I've been caught in ice storms. And I'll tell you what, as long as your heater's running and that hot air is blowing on that window, that ice does not accumulate on your window. Your wipers wipes it off. If it accumulates anywhere, it'll only be on the edges of the window. It won't snow on your window, melt and turn into ice before the wipers can get it off. It's already turning into ice. No, it don't happen that way. Never has in all the years I've been driving. Never. And never would you ever see a report showing mixed precipitation at these temperatures. I don't care what anybody tells me. You can tell me anything you want, but you don't know what you're talking about if you defute what I'm saying. You will only be running your mouth with no knowledge, no common sense, no critical thinking skills whatsoever. All you'll be doing is living in a bubble, running your mouth, telling lies. You could never tell the truth, because to tell the truth, you would understand what I understand. See, I wasn't born yesterday. I didn't start driving 2 days ago. I don't know what you people have learned in your life, but all of you should already know that 32 degrees is the point of freezing for water. You should all know what falls out of the sky is water. You should all know and understand what I'm telling you. That what the National Weather Service is reporting, what I witnessed with my own eyes the other day, is being reported to happen again. Right here. At these temperatures. Sorry, people, not possible. Just not possible. This is already too far below the freezing mark to ever have any rain mixed with it. Here's tomorrow. Too far below the freezing point to ever have any rain mixed with it. There's only one reason that snow would have did what it did yesterday. That I literally watched clear rainwater hitting my window and turning on my wipers to wipe it off and watching it freeze on my window. When it was 15 degrees on the computer, 16 degrees outside. It was already too far past the 32 degree mark below that 32 degree mark to ever have any water in it. It would have been straight snow. And even straight snow, when it hits your window on the heater, the window, it melts it. And you're running your wipers, wiping it off, doesn't freeze your window. I don't care what anybody tells me. You're a clown. If you try to tell me any different what I'm telling you, it's because you can put on your Bozo the Clown suit or your Ronald McDonald's clown suit and be exactly what you are, a clown. How they're doing this right in your face and you people don't even know. And you know what's even more funny about it? How they're reporting it to you in advance. They're telling you. You know, this is the funny thing about it. The elite have always said they were going to tell you what they were going to do, and then they are going to do it, and you will do absolutely nothing about it. And not only were they so 100% correct about that, but this is how far it's gone. Now they're not only telling you what they're going to do, and doing it to you, and you won't do nothing about it, you don't even see it happening because you're that docile, you're that dense. Your brains are that fried, you're that dumbed down, that you're actually calling this normal. When you can call this normal at these temps, It's because you are the dumbing down process has really worked. You are that dumb. Now, if you don't like being called stupid and dumb, that's not my fault. I didn't do this to you. You done this to you. Because you won't exercise critical thinking skills. You won't remember the laws of nature. You won't look into anything to see when does water freeze. You won't apply common sense because you don't have common sense. You go around and lie to people and say you have common sense when you don't have one little lick of common sense. Anybody that's been driving as long as I have, that's my age, anybody, they will all tell you the same thing I'm telling you right now. This is impossible without man's help. This could never happen without man's help. The storms that's over the top of my head have been created by the military-industrial complex in your government. And they're literally reporting it and telling you it in your face. How many of you don't get this? This is weather warfare. They're using the weather as a weapon against the people of their own country. And you all want to stand by your government, do you? You all want to say you need them, huh? Well, then why don't you take a hammer and hit yourself in the head? Because you know you need that hammer. You know you need to beat yourself in the head, right? I guess I really got no more to say. I didn't plan on getting stuck on this topic. But I'm not the one that told them to report it to you, and here they are doing it. And I'm not the one sitting back doing nothing about it. I'm telling you and showing you. And you know what you're going to do? Exactly what they told you you're going to do. You won't stand together and stand up against these criminals and abolish the government, abolish the military. You don't need no damn military. We all know we need it for protection. And I'm saying protection against what? Your inability to grow the hell up? That's what it comes down to. The final answer is your inability to grow the hell up. Militaries are being used. These young guys out of school, young kids out of school are being pushed into the military telling they're going to grow up and become a man or a woman. And they're being brainwashed, threatened, completely owned by your government, threatened with going behind bars and locking them up, and they'll do it to you too, to scare the hell out of the rest so they can control you, so that you become perfect puppets, perfect order followers. And now these dumb idiots are not only perfect order followers, they're committing treason against their own people. And they're too docile, too dense, too brainwashed, don't have no critical thinking skills, no care. And they're just following their orders and creating these storms. So these sick in the head, twisted psychopaths that are running a world can sit back and laugh at your dumbness, your ignorance, your cowardness, because that's what they're doing. They're laughing at you because you're cowards, because you're dumb, because you're ignorant, because they made you dumb, because you're stupid. They love how stupid you are. Now they're attacking your stupid asses. And what are you going to do about it? You're going to do exactly what they always said you'll do. Not a damn thing, right?